Welcome back. If you're new, you can have me scuttling around inside your skull by subscribing. Click the bell notification and you won't miss anything. Here's a few of your comments that arrived over the past couple of days. I like this one from Flaming Gamer. Hadn't seen the new intro until this video. Need to start wearing adult diapers when watching your videos. Best channel ever. Wow, Flaming Gamer, you are very kind and thank you for your interaction. And this is the second comment from Dr. Blue in 1 week. Thank you so much for putting my name in the video. I feel honoured, thank you. I love your intro. The guy waving at the end is creepy. To be honest, when you said, I'll be knocking at your window, Dr. Blue, I got goosebumps all down my arms and back. My bed is inches away from the window. Dr. Blue, thank you again for your second comment in 1 week. And thank you again for getting your girlfriend to subscribe as well. Izzy Vengeance, you are very welcome. Izzy's comment was, I'm here because this video was sent to me by my boyfriend, Dr. Blue actually. Izzy loves the intro. And she says, can't wait to see your channel grow. Keep it up. Izzy, nice one, thanks for that. And I also got to do a shout out for Taylin Cook. Taylin, thank you so much for your interaction and support. Now it's time for my latest video.
How to find out if your neighbour is a killer.
To ensure that you get the best and most immersive creepy experience with this horror story, please wear headphones or turn up the volume. Let me get something straight. I have a good life, I've got real friends and a huge extended family. Yeah, I've been blessed with all the home comforts and unconditional love from everyone that's in my life. No hate, no fear, no pain. I only surround myself with positive people. You see, real friendship shouldn't be an effort or make you feel uncomfortable, and you are the only person that has made me feel uncomfortable. Like there's something wrong with me, but it's you that's the problem, not me. I've got to go to work now and I want you out. And I never want to see you again. I'm done with ya. I know what you're thinking. Is this guy for real? Yeah, he is. He's not me. Those words is what I heard my neighbour say to his girlfriend. He dumped her. He never wants to see her again. The walls and ceilings in this block seem to be so thin. This building was built with cheap materials. It looks great to live in, then once you move in, it's one irritation after another. I can hear some girl walking around with stilettos on bare wooden floorboards below me, and arguments from the couple next door. I hear it all. Now, since my neighbour split up with his girlfriend, and I'm sure she's with a better man now, there's no more arguments, all has been calm. Plus, you see, I'm smart. Me and my neighbour are really lucky because there's no one living above us. We have the 2 top apartments, so we get that extra attic space, which is a wonderful addition. My neighbour is about to arrive home at any moment. I got a whisper now because his front door has just slammed shut. I wish he'd fix it. The amount of nights I've heard him when he's got home really late, too drunk to care. And when his front door closes with a bang, the whole building seems to shake. I would fix it myself, but he doesn't seem the type that would appreciate a random act of kindness from his neighbour. I keep myself to myself, but I am considerate and polite to everyone. When he cooks anything, the smell from his kitchen seems to travel direct to my nostrils. The ventilation is pretty bad. He ain't a bad cook. It's just these walls and ceilings don't block sounds or smells. Apartments are built with cheap materials these days. Although I know there's lots of people living in these apartments in my block, I do still worry about security. Whenever I arrive home at night from the car park, I can clearly see into my apartment. I check that my lights inside are not on, because I didn't leave them on when I left. I also check in case I can see anyone moving around. I've heard stories on the internet of home invaders. Some of them can get a little too comfortable in your home and end up falling asleep. So what I do when I arrive in my home, I always check the couch and my bed to see if someone is in my apartment. And if it's been raining, after I unlock my not healthy. And sitting down looking at screens of all sizes, watching endless content on YouTube and on Netflix is so time consuming. And yeah, it's a bit sad really. But the problem I have is that I don't like people. I get bored so easily. Blokes just talk about football, sport or problems with their wives. So I prefer the company of women and queens. They're more sociable, more interesting, and they actually ask me questions. I never get bored with people like that. Yeah, as a straight bloke, I guess I'm a bit unique that way. Fortunately, I've now found a way to entertain myself without looking at moving wallpaper on a screen. A couple of months ago, I went up into my attic to store some belongings, and then I had one of those light bulb moments. I had a genius idea. Because this building is so badly built, I decided to knock a hole through the connecting attic wall. And nearly every day since I made a hole in that attic partition wall, I crawl through the gap I made into my neighbour's attic, where I am right now. It's very naughty, but it's such a thrill. And not only can I hear every sound that goes on, I've made several tiny spy holes so I can watch my neighbour and what adventures he gets up to. I haven't developed a man crush for this guy, and I know it's like second-hand experiences being a voyeur or peeping Tom, but the thrill of being really bad excites me. Many times when I'm in his attic space, I can drop down into his apartment to explore. I'm not interested in nicking anything. I'm just interested in finding hidden spaces where I can actually hide. I've invented a little game. In this game, my intention is to get as close to him as possible without him knowing. I've managed to sleep directly under his bed many times. It's such a buzz. This is my private addiction. Not so private now because I'm telling you, but I really trust you to keep your mouth shut. But now my excitement level has gone up a notch. My voyeuristic craving has developed uncontrollably. After that argument I told you about when he told his ex-girlfriend to leave, the argument I gossiped about at the start, well, when my neighbour went off to work that day, she didn't leave immediately. She returned to sulk and feel sorry for herself in his bed. And I was very quiet and kept very still under the bed. At the time it was a while since I had a girlfriend. Perhaps it's because I'm just far too fussy. I seek perfection in everything. And my God, my neighbour's ex-girlfriend lying on the mattress above me was so out of my league. I could never have a stunning girlfriend like that. Over previous weeks I'd drop into the flat when it would be empty, just timing it right after the two lovers closed that front door. And I'd walk around my neighbour's apartment, sniffing. Smelling her smell. Well, she smelt of paradise. Anyway, back to me lying underneath his mattress. She's above me, right? They've had an argument. She's vulnerable. Time to make my move. If it's meant to be, she might just appreciate my sudden appearance. So I gave it a try to persuade her that I'm the better man. I've got a great sense of humour, so I used it, with apologies and my charisma just to calm her down and win her over with my knight in shining armour affection. It didn't go as well as I planned. To say I gave her a fright is an understatement. In hindsight, I should have bumped into her deliberately in the car park or knocked on the front door when I knew she was alone and my neighbour was out. So pulling myself out she's lying on wasn't a wise move. She gave me such a headache. I had to stop her from shouting at me to get out. So I smothered her with her pillow and suffocated her to death. I'm pretty good at spontaneous decisions. You see, using her pillow is a wise move because there's no cleaning up afterwards. No blood anywhere. You know what's really weird? I've watched so many interviews of murderers on YouTube saying that they regret the kills they've done. But for me, it was the best feeling I've ever experienced. To end an innocent life just because I can is incredibly emotional. I've realised that anyone that's truly bad to me or really hurts me, I can actually stop them from breathing. Right now I've had my neighbour's dead girlfriend's body rotting in my own bed for a while, and the smell of a decomposing corpse is unbearable. So here's the plan, and you're gonna love this idea. In a couple of days my neighbour is on a week's vacation, so during that time he's away, I'll return her body and place her in my neighbour's bedroom cupboard. I'll then seal up all the tiny spy holes I made, and then I'll brick up the hole I made in the attic partition wall, and I'll make sure I use the same bricks so they blend in beautifully. I'll let the cement dry out, and then I'll call the police about an awful smell coming from his apartment, and I'll make a point that although I might come across as a nosy neighbour, I just want to make sure everything's okay, just in case, because they're such a sweet couple. And I'll also mention to the police that I overheard a huge argument. So, when my neighbour returns from his vacation, the police will be waiting for him at the airport and arrest him for murder. You know what? I've promoted myself. Perfect murders are now my speciality. I'm going to enjoy carrying out stealth kills. But I don't want you to worry. I'm not going to come after you, and I'm not going to hurt you. Because you have time for me. And that's what I love about you, because you're a good listener. So my friendly advice is, if you hear scratching or strange noises and you suspect someone else is actually in your home, don't panic. Just leave and call the police. I suggest you only call the police once you are at a safe distance. If you just get in your car and immediately call the police, there's a 75% chance the intruder will come to your stationary car and stop you before you even speak to the police. Keep safe, be well, and always check those dark corners. If you enjoy listening to my voice, watch another video right now, and remember to subscribe. Leave me a comment. I'd love to know your thoughts. And one of you listening right now is going to have me knock on your window in 4, 3, 2,